The Dallas Mavericks just robbed the NBA at the conclusion of the NBA draft. And although we were only able to draft Cooper Flagg, as Nico Harrison and the front office were unable to get another first round pick on day 1, and they were unable to get a second round pick on day 2. However, that didn't mean that they were all out of moves, as they did sign 2 players to two-way deals. In our earlier video, we talked about how one of those players were Ryan Nembhard, the younger brother of Andrew Nembhard on the Indiana Pacers. But the other player we got was Miles Kelly, the 6'6", two-way 3-and-D sniper out of Auburn, who could honestly be the future of the Dallas Mavericks. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Miles Kelly, see how well he played in college. Why did he spend 4 years instead of going into the NBA earlier? But what could be the long-term play for Miles? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 21,259 subscribers, getting oh so close to 22K. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all summer long, from free agency to trades, summer league, preseason, if you don't want to miss out on a single thing that we do, make sure you subscribe. But the Dallas Mavericks, we're done with the draft. We have a lot more ahead of us. We have the offseason, free agency, training camp, summer league, preseason. We have a lot of things to look forward to. But as we have now concluded the NBA draft, we got Cooper Flagg with the #1 pick. And like I said earlier, we were unable to get another pick in the draft, but that did not mean we were out of moves. If we take a look right here, Auburn's Miles Kelly has agreed to a 2-way NBA deal with the Dallas Mavericks. Sources tell ESPN that is per Shams. And in the earlier video today, we did talk about the other 2-way player we got, which was Ryan Nembhard, the younger brother of Andrew Nembhard on the Indiana Pacers. We talked about how although he is a very small guard, about 5'11", 6 feet tall, that's never stopped him at the collegiate level of leading the all of college basketball in assists, averaging 9.8 assists. But the other player that we signed, who I think is going to be super underrated for the Dallas Mavericks in the future, is Miles Kelly, the 6'6", two-way wing guard out of Auburn, who has improved year over year in college and is ready to show everybody what he can do at the NBA level. We take a look right here. Miles Kelly, for his college year last year, he averaged 11.3 points, 3.7 rebounds, 1.1 assists, while shooting 40.6% from the field. He is a very efficient shooter. He has had moments of just amazing hot streaks where he'll shoot 9 of 14 from 3, 7 of 9 from 3. And that type of shooting is something that the Dallas Mavericks will need down the road when somebody by the name of Klay Thompson is ready to retire. The way I see it, you stash someone like Miles Kelly in the G League. You let him develop for a year. He plays a few games with the Mavs. We call him up every now and then. But once when Klay is ready to call it quits, you call up Miles Kelly. He replaces, him as well as Max Christie if he's still here. They will be the two to run the shooting guard position for us to help us with our three-point shooting. As it stands right now, Klay Thompson is our best three-point shooter, which is not a bad thing. Klay is a legendary three-point shooter. He is getting older, and to have a younger, fresher three-point shooter would be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks. It would pay dividends in the future. But if we take a closer look at his numbers, for his collegiate career, Miles Kelly shot about 37.8% from 3 on 6 attempts, while also shooting 40.6% from the floor on 9 attempts. That was his last season. However, he did start at Georgetown before he moved to Auburn, and for the first 3 seasons in Georgetown, the shooting was still there. It just wasn't as efficient. His freshman year, he shot 40.7% from the floor on about 4 attempts, 34% from 3 on 2.5. His sophomore year, that improved to 41% on 12 attempts, up from 3, and he shot 37.9% from 3, attempting 7 threes a game, up from 2.5. In his junior year of college, he shot 36.9% from 3 on 12.7 attempts. He shot 32% from 3 on only 6 attempts. Not the best shooting year that year, but like I said, it was his senior year where he shot 37% from 3 on 6 attempts. Still had the same attempts from 3 when he transferred from Georgetown to Auburn, but the percentages went up by 5 whole points. And that is something that will be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks. We already have great defenders. We got a lot of wing defenders, and the fact that someone like Miles Kelly is also a two-way player is just a bonus for the Mavericks. But we got guys like PJ and Najee who are average to maybe above average three-point shooters, but they're very good defenders. We also have playmakers like Kyrie Irving. We also have Brandon Williams, whoever else we pick in free agency as our point guard. We also have bigs. We have a lot of forwards. But the shooting guard position, we're a little bit slim in. But we can survive right now with Klay Thompson as well as Max Christie being our 1-2 shooting guards. But like I said, whenever Klay Thompson's ready to retire, someone like Miles Kelly, as long as you develop him well, could be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks as long as all of what he's done in college is transferable to the NBA and even the G League level. If we take a closer look right here, the report came out, this was actually a while ago, about 2 weeks ago, this report came out saying Auburn's Miles Kelly putting in work in Cleveland ahead of the 2025 NBA draft. They said that Kelly is a prospect NBA scouts can't afford to overlook. The three-point shooting, the mid-range, the ability to play off 2 feet. He's one of the more complete two guards in the country, and that's all I need to know. It's actually crazy that someone like Miles Kelly, who, from what I've seen, is one of the better, not the best, but one of the better shooters in the draft, not even get drafted. We got him on a 2-way deal, which is honestly a steal. If he has the potential to become a very consistent three-point shooter, even if he keeps those numbers, 37% on 7 attempts, if that just stays the same at the NBA level, that'll be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks. That'll unlock a lot more levels to our offense, as well as our defense. He's 6'6". He's a longer two guard. Him with Najee Marshall, with PJ Washington in the lineup, that'll be absolutely amazing. The wings of any other team would not be able to work effectively if we can get Miles Kelly up to speed with our other defenders as well. But if we take a look right here, Miles Kelly against Kentucky, like I said, he has moments where he can just be extremely hot and just shoot the ball amazing. Last year, against Kentucky, he had 30 points, shooting 9 of 14 from 3. There was another game, if I can I didn't include his other game, but he had another game last season where he also shot 7 of 9 from 3, just to highlight the fact that he can definitely get hot. The only thing I'm worried about is if he turns into a Jaden Hardy. No offense to Jaden Hardy when I say this, but Jaden Hardy is a microwave scorer. He can get really hot really fast. However, we've seen Jason Kidd not really throw Jaden Hardy out there long enough for him to get hot, and so he sometimes gets cold. Sometimes we let Jaden Hardy play the 1 instead of the 2, which doesn't look natural for him. Someone like Miles Kelly is a shooter. He needs to be played like a shooter, and I think we'll be fine with him on the Dallas Mavericks. But if we take a look at more advanced stats, this is something that I definitely looked at for his last season in Auburn, where he played 33 games. He started 31 of them. He averaged 28.1 minutes per game. His usage only at 19%. However, his offensive rating was a 122, his highest in his entire college career. But his defensive rating, a 103.6, the best in his entire college career. He improved every single year, which would explain why he hasn't declared for the NBA yet until now, because he's improved. He didn't stagnate. He didn't just kind of stay the same player. He has evolved. He's taken another step. However, in the NBA, if you've played more than maybe 2 years in college, your stock definitely drops. A lot of teams want to get guys fresh out of college, but that doesn't mean a player like Miles Kelly still can't be great. I truly do believe that he has the potential to be a great player for the Dallas Mavericks in the future, or even right away. But the last thing that we definitely take a look at right here is Klay Thompson's contract. Like I said, Klay Thompson has this season and next season, and then he's gone. He'll be about 37 years old, 36, 37 years old, ready to retire. I don't see us giving Klay another contract past this, but that would be amazing if we get Miles Kelly on a 2-way like we did. He stays with the team for 2 years. He develops. He looks good. He gets some reps with the Mavericks, as well as spend time in the G League. Cool. Klay, thank you. We'll give you a retirement party. And then Miles Kelly, slide on in. You're a full-time Dallas Maverick. You're going to share the 2-guard spot with Max Christie. As long as Max Christie is still here, the Dallas Mavericks will be fine. These young players that we have need to develop the right way. We have Cooper Flagg. We have Miles Kelly. We have Ryan Nembhard. We got Derrick Lively. We got a lot of young players. And as of right now, we still have Omax. And that's the young core that we're going to need when players like Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and Klay Thompson all retire. We're on this weird 2-timeline deal where we want to compete for a chip but also prepare for the future. But when you've got players like this, it's possible. Way more possible than one would think. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think we should ever be excited for 2-way players and they're just 2-way players? Or do you think, how I think, that in the future someone like Miles Kelly can be amazing for the Mavs? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for being part of the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.